Most people think eating all day keeps the body strong. What if constant eating is actually keeping your body stuck, tired, inflamed, and unable to burn fat? Right now, millions of people wake up hungry, snack every few hours, crash in the afternoon, and repeat the cycle again tomorrow. Their body never gets a break, never gets time to repair itself. But the moment you stop eating, something incredible starts happening inside your body. Your hormones begin to change. Your fat-burning system finally switches on. Your brain becomes sharper, and your cells start cleaning out damaged waste that's been building up for years. This isn't starvation. This is a biological process your body was designed to do. Today, we're walking through exactly what happens to your body hour by hour during OMAD, also known as 1 meal a day. And around hour 16, something happens that shocks most people. Let's start the clock. The clock starts the second you finish your meal. Right now, your body is flooded with energy. Your stomach is breaking down proteins into amino acids, carbohydrates into glucose, and fats into fatty acids. Nutrients begin entering the bloodstream, and your pancreas immediately releases insulin, and insulin changes everything. Think of insulin like a storage manager. Its job is to move energy into your cells and store whatever isn't needed right away. While insulin stays elevated, your body is locked into storage mode. This means fat burning is almost completely shut off. Your body will always burn incoming food first before touching stored body fat. So if you constantly snack or eat every few hours, your fat stores rarely get accessed. At this stage, your liver and muscles begin storing excess glucose as glycogen, your body's short-term energy reserve. Think of glycogen like cash in your wallet, easy to access, quick to spend, but limited. During these first few hours, you feel normal, comfortable, full. Your body is still running entirely on the meal you just ate. Nothing dramatic has happened yet, but that's about to change. Around hour 4 to 6, insulin levels begin falling, your blood sugar starts stabilizing, and the rapid flow of incoming energy slows down. This is where many people begin feeling hungry again. And this is the moment most people panic. Your stomach growls, you feel cravings, maybe you get irritable or start thinking about snacks non-stop. But here's the truth, you are not starving. Your body is simply switching fuel systems. This feeling is driven mostly by a hormone called ghrelin, often called the hunger hormone. Ghrelin rises at the times your body expects food. If you normally eat breakfast at 8 a.m., your body sends hunger signals at 8 a.m. out of habit. But hunger comes in waves, and if you don't immediately feed it, something fascinating happens. The cravings usually begin fading. Your liver now starts opening its glycogen reserves to keep blood sugar stable. Instead of relying on food from outside the body, you begin using stored energy from inside the body. This is the first metabolic shift, and for many people, it's the hardest part. As you approach hour 10 to 12, glycogen stores begin running lower. The easy fuel is disappearing, and now your body faces a decision: either slow down dramatically or unlock a new fuel source. This is where your biology starts changing. Insulin continues dropping lower and lower, and your body activates an enzyme called hormone-sensitive lipase. This enzyme acts like a key. It unlocks your fat cells. For the first time in the day, your body begins pulling significant amounts of energy directly from stored body fat. You are no longer running on the meal you ate earlier. You are now running on yourself. And this is exactly why fasting can become so powerful for fat loss. Most diets only reduce calories, but fasting changes hormones. Lower insulin creates an environment where body fat finally becomes accessible again. This is the moment your body begins transitioning from sugar burner to fat burner. Then hours 12 to 16. Something surprising happens during this phase. For many people, hunger starts disappearing. That constant obsession with food suddenly becomes quieter. Why? Because your body is finally adapting to a more stable fuel source. When you constantly rely on glucose from food, energy levels rise and crash all day long. But body fat provides a slow, steady stream of fuel. And your body has plenty of it. Even relatively lean people carry tens of thousands of calories stored as body fat. As fat breakdown increases, your liver starts converting fatty acids into molecules called ketones. And ketones are incredibly important. Your brain cannot directly use body fat for fuel. It needs glucose or ketones. Once ketones rise, many people report something remarkable: mental clarity. Brain fog fades. Focus sharpens. Energy becomes more stable. Some people even describe feeling calm, alert, and almost electric around hour 14 to 16. And biologically, this makes perfect sense. Throughout human history, hungry humans needed to become more focused, not less. If fasting made humans weak and sleepy, survival would have been impossible. Your body evolved to become sharper during food scarcity, not slower. Hours 16 to 18. Now we enter the phase that made fasting famous in the scientific world, autophagy. The word literally means self-eating, but this is actually one of the most intelligent repair systems inside the human body. Imagine your body like a massive warehouse that never stops receiving deliveries. If new supplies keep arriving constantly, nobody has time to clean or repair anything. Broken machinery piles up, damaged parts stay everywhere, waste accumulates. But once food stops coming in for long enough, your body finally shifts attention toward repair. Your cells begin searching for damaged proteins, dysfunctional cellular parts, old debris, and broken mitochondria. Then your body recycles them. It breaks them down and reuses the raw materials to build newer, healthier components. This is one reason researchers believe fasting may support healthy aging and cellular repair. Your body is finally taking out the trash. And this is why many people report improvements in inflammation, digestion, skin clarity, and overall energy once they consistently practice fasting. The body finally has time to clean house. Then hours 18 to 22. One of the biggest fears people have about OMAD is muscle loss. But the body is smarter than most people think. During longer fasting periods, your body increases production of human growth hormone, also known as HGH, and HGH plays a major protective role. Its job is to help preserve lean muscle tissue while encouraging fat usage for fuel. Think about it logically. If humans lost muscle rapidly every time food disappeared, our ancestors would never have survived periods without eating. Your body does not want to burn valuable muscle first. It prefers using stored fat. During this stage, you exist in a unique hormonal environment: low insulin, higher growth hormone, increased fat burning. This combination is extremely rare in the modern world because most people eat too frequently to ever enter this state. And this is one reason many people using OMAD notice they become leaner while still maintaining muscle, especially when protein intake stays high. Now in hour 23, you're approaching your eating window, and your body is highly sensitive to nutrients. Think of your cells like dry sponges. A sponge soaked in water can't absorb much more, but a dry sponge absorbs everything quickly. That's your body after fasting. Your insulin sensitivity is elevated, your digestive system has rested, your body has spent hours relying on fat and ketones. Now the quality of your meal matters more than ever. This is where many people make a huge mistake. They break a 23-hour fast with junk food, pizza, sugary desserts, soda, processed fast food, and then they wonder why they feel terrible afterward. After fasting that long, flooding the body with massive amounts of processed sugar creates a huge insulin spike and often leads to bloating, fatigue, and energy crashes. Instead, your OMAD meal should focus on nourishment. Start with high-quality protein like eggs, steak, salmon, chicken, or Greek yogurt. Add healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, nuts, or butter. Then include mineral-rich foods and vegetables to replenish potassium, magnesium, and fiber. This combination helps keep energy stable while supporting muscle repair and recovery. And something interesting happens over time. Your hunger hormones begin regulating properly again. You stop eating because you're truly nourished, not because cravings are controlling you. Now let's be honest. If you jump straight from eating 6 times a day into OMAD overnight, you'll probably feel awful at first. Your body needs time to adapt. For years, many people train their body to depend constantly on quick glucose. So when food disappears, the body struggles temporarily switching into fat-burning mode. This is why beginners sometimes experience headaches, cravings, fatigue, or brain fog during the first week. But often this is not true starvation, it's adaptation. One major reason is electrolyte loss. As insulin drops, the kidneys release more water and sodium. That's why adding electrolytes or a little salt to water can sometimes help reduce headaches and weakness during fasting. The smartest approach is gradual adaptation. Push breakfast later, then delay lunch, then slowly shorten your eating window over time. Allow your metabolism to become flexible, because once your body learns how to efficiently use both glucose and fat for fuel, fasting becomes dramatically easier. OMAD is not for everyone. If you are pregnant, nursing, underweight, have a history of eating disorders, severe stress, thyroid problems, or take medication for diabetes or blood pressure, you should speak with a healthcare professional before attempting long fasts. Fasting is a stressor on the body, and while controlled stress can be beneficial, too much stress on an already exhausted system can backfire. Always listen to your body. We live live in a world that constantly tells us hunger is an emergency. Eat immediately, snack constantly, never feel hungry. But the human body was never designed to eat non-stop. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for your metabolism is simply give your body time without food. Because during that silence, your body finally gets the chance to repair, reset, and burn the fuel it was designed to use all along. So now I want to hear from you. Could you do OMAD? And if you've already tried it, what was the hardest hour for you? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more health and nutrition videos.